moved out. Everybody wanna see it. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Ladies and gentlemen, it is Saturday. We decided to do the STS before tonight's games of importance. As you already know, this is K Styles, aka the sixth man in the building. To the screen right, you know him as the set it up, Mad Mike Sports. And rise. And right and at the bottom of the screen, we got Young Knight Jaden in the building.
Yes, sir.
Ah, man. Like I said, man, this is not your typical live that you're going to see on this channel today. This is the STS, which is not a Falcon is not a Falcon podcast, but Falcon could become a topic of discussion. But this is pretty much our talking points outside of Falcons content that we have that y'all are seeing live. So, fellas, what's going on with y'all?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Ain't nothing.
Oh, yeah, man. Shoot, it's been one lazy ass Saturday. I just know that much. It's all good though. Wake up raining in the morning, and then all of a sudden it feel like damn spring in the afternoon. So yeah, we know. So let's go ahead and give a shout out to the people that say here right now. We got MVM 1978. We got Keyshawn Vlad. We got Kid Quest. We got Mucho. We got Silk Legacy. We got Sonya in here. And just because my boy Quest is in here, I'm gonna put it on the screen one time for my boy because he's the one that sent it to me. Let me see if I still got it. I said, do you know the way? Find the way. And that is his case. Hold on, let me put it on here. Uganda Raheem.
That's what it is, ain't it?
That's exactly what it is. So I didn't want to put that up there because I knew Quest was going to be in one of these shows. So that was set by him. So, fellas, tonight's topics that we got for this evening is the ideas of public perception, the constant cancellation of the Unholy Alliance, and the rise of the 80%. Now, when you hear that topic in itself, what's your thoughts on it? What's your takes on it? Well, we just start off like this. We're gonna start off with public perceptions. So when we're sitting here looking at reputations and how people perceive us, how important do you think perception of your public image is as far as how people think of you?
Shit, yeah, be honest with you, nigga. I don't give a damn how people feel about me, dog. I'm gonna say this one time, and I ain't gonna say it no more. We're not on this planet to be liked, bro. I don't give a damn who it is. Everybody not don't like you. It is what it is.
Kraken, there are a lot of things.
Not gonna be liked by everybody.
Right.
That's all I got, bro.
All right, Mike. What you think of that? What you think about that?
As far as what?
the idea of public perceptions.
I mean, it matters when it's supposed to matter. Public perception. It matters when it's, I guess, scheduled to matter, but for the most part, public perception is what it is. Oftentimes it's oftentimes public perception really is the pathway to darkness, to be honest.
The pathway to darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I'm intrigued by that. Why are we calling it the path to darkness?
I mean, the public perception has always led to death, to be honest. When the mass majority knows you, they're either gonna use you for what you have, and when some people know who you are, they use you for who you are, and they're gonna pretend like they like you. When a lot of them are gonna be jealous of you being liked. So, like, there's some good that goes with it, but if you look at the history of what public perception is, even with some of the most popular people, a lot of the people who are received, whether it's good or bad in the public eye, has always fallen down, and they have fallen down either to death or self-harm, to be honest. I mean, I got plenty of examples, but like I said, you go from Martin Luther King. What happened to him? He was perceived as a troublemaker for a large majority of people, especially in the South, especially with a certain demographic of people. Look at Jesus. Jesus was mocked. I mean, they put him on a cross, and all he was trying to do is do good. You look at, Eminem was a person that went light, and he damn near committed suicide. I mean, you look at Tupac. A large number of people love Tupac, but a smaller demographic of people tried to shoot him. They tried to. I mean, try to cancel. They canceled that motherfucker plenty of times. So public perception is always. I mean, public perception has always had some good, but for the most part, has always been a pathway to darkness.
Basically, what you're saying to me is the public perception is kind of going to be solely based, not it's going to be based on the group of people that you are associated with, not necessarily just the whole public in general.
Yeah, like I said, it has its perks as far as public perception is, but for the most part, like public perception, man, that get your ass in trouble.
You talk about like us, for example. Like that what we talk about. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that's actually the second topic is the cancellation of the Unholy Alliance, aka Mike and Kev. So, what do you believe is the public perception of you, me, and everybody associated with you? From what do you think is the real public perception?
Um, the public perception, that my ideas of what the public perception is.
Of everybody associated with your ass. You and everybody
Oh, that
associated with you.
that we're doing Satan's work.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, we're doing Satan's work. Because we say certain things with absolute certainty and with the tone,
Mm-hmm.
and uh when they can't understand why a group of people actually are taken back about what we do,
Mm.
and they can't be turned.
Mm.
When they can't be turned, yeah, you become evil, manipulated pawns in Satan's scheme.
Mm.
And I want to throw something out there too.
Mm.
There's a quote that said, "Don't be conformed to the world, be transformed by the world, by the renewing of your mind, that
Mm.
you may prove what is good and acceptable and be perfect will of that." So basically, what that means is when you go seeking the world's, when you go seeking the world's perception of things, you can be, you can go down a dark, like I said, a dark path.
Mm. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Because when you're trying to figure out, once you realize what it is, the average person is going to try to chase that
Mhm.
idea.
Yes.
You're either going to chase it to prevent it,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of times, and you got to think about, we kind of live in the age right now where if your ideologies is different from the masses,
Yes.
then you become the bad guy.
You become the bad guy. So when when you chase the mass majority of certain thing, or you have an idea, you stuck to that idea, whatever that idea. For example, like I may think, I may think, for example, I'll just use my own person. Like I love watching movies. I watch the same movies over and over and over again. I'm a creature of habit. Okay. I have ADHD really bad, so I'm a creature of habit. I'll watch the same movie over and over and over again, and I think I can speak for K Styles on that too. And I'm
Mhm.
perfectly fine.
Right.
Anything that comes in that's new, I'm naturally going like, I don't know about that, and I get stuck in those habits. So if it ain't a world of Falcons, Star Wars, cartoons, and some sort of sports, I ain't trying to hear that shit. You see what I'm saying? And
Mm.
that's how a lot of people are. When they have an idea of what the world should be,
Mhm.
nothing that's different that comes in, it ain't getting in.
But but Mike, I gotta ask you a question on that.
Mm-hmm.
So is it so when we start bringing in that other word, that brainwash word,
Mm-hmm.
are the real people that's brainwashed the majority, when you really think about it, because if you're canceling a small portion of a group because they're not conforming to the rest of the group, that technically does not make the small group, aka the 20%, brainwashed, because they're not canceling the whole group, but it's the whole group. It's the whole 80 canceling the 20 because the 20 don't think like the 80.
They don't think like, and they don't have the same, taste as them, and that's where the problem lies. And to be honest, now I mean the world. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I'm a huge Star Wars. I like older movies from the 80s, 90s, some from the 70s. I'm just a movie buff, and I like a certain style of movies. And when I go out, I like to have fun a certain way. And it's hard to get me out of that. It's hard to get me out of that pattern. And I think that's the thing too. When I think, I know for sure, goddamn, that a lot of people are like that. But the thing is, they're not willing to admit that they like that.
Probably because they're more like my thing. I think the thing is when it comes to that's what I said. People try to figure out why a big group of folks gravitate towards us in particular, even though we'll dispute an opinion. You might get called a dumb motherfucker. You go get clowned, whatever. Boom, 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 boom. And what I've been looking at here recently is it seems like you have a large amount of people trying to figure out, okay, what is so appealing about that?
Yep.
They're not making everybody feel good, but people are still fucking with them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So like just use for example, like I told Jaden before. And I told a few people this before. If you're caught doing shows with me, Mike, or anybody else in the Unholy Alliance, you're pretty much gonna be shunned out the space, out the rest of the Falcon space.
Yep.
That is the number one rule we got to come in. If you do shows with us, believe me, you're going to get shunned by the whole space. And believe me, we already got testimonies on that. So if they deny it, we already got testimonies on that.
I mean, you can see the shit.
You can see the shit for yourself.
Shit by itself, it speaks volumes. Let the people that actually, I'm gonna just be real. All right, there's only one motherfucker from the space that really fuck with me personally like that. You know what I'm saying? Have we had an issue at hand? Yes, we have. But there's only one motherfucker that really fuck with me like that. And he's on my shit, I'm on his shit. And that's Smitty. You know what I'm saying? I like everybody else try to act like they ain't got a problem. But they do got a problem. They got a major problem. Y'all see him comment on my shit. I see him. I'm on his shit. He on my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's only It only speak. It speak for itself. You got motherfuckers that started here, that came here on our Friday night matches. They came on there with guests on our shows, and then all you see these motherfuckers disappear. So it's right there in your face. You ain't got to ask me, Mike, man, why you ain't got it's in there in your face. And that's what K-Style is talking about. Yeah. When you speak a certain way and you stand for certain shit, the mass majority ain't gonna like it. And that 80% of what we're talking about stands for this content creator space. 80% of the motherfuckers can't stand our guts.
There you go. I was waiting on that laugh, Sam.
Boy,
Boy, look. The day we get canceled off of this platform will be the day the whole space celebrates, nigga. We already know how this shit go.
Mhm.
We already know. What's up, Sam? I heard that laugh.
Let me talk to you.
Okay, really?
All right.
We're talking about a bunch of motherfuckers that wear skirts and claim to be real. We're talking about a bunch of motherfuckers that can't formulate a coherent sentence only maybe one day a week. We are talking about a bunch of motherfuckers that don't move like we move, like a real network. Hence the name that was given to this group by me, the conglomerate.
you mean I didn't brainwash you to actually call it a network?
Nope.
Damn.
What you did was give me the opportunity to talk my shit on your platform.
Oh.
Is what you did. See, that's part of the problem. When said individuals and groups of people that hate this group took aim at this platform, thought that by them walking away from it, that it was just gonna lay to die. No, motherfucker, we don't die, we multiply. That's what happened.
They thought we were gonna lay down and die, and they thought they were gonna take off and get shot to the moon, only to be turned away by that 80% and left alone to die a slow, decrepit death.
Not only did you come back, but you came back with a bigger crew, a better crew, and it's been consistent. See, if you notice anything over the last 3 years, and I know most of y'all in here that have been followers and are part of the audience, we don't take days off in the off season. We keep turning out content.
Yes.
See, that's what they don't do. They take the whole off. When the Falcon season over, they start producing. We don't.
Yep.
And speaking of which, understandably so, the Falcons are not the only thing that we cover. You get wrestling, you get baseball, you occasionally you might get a shot of hockey, MMA, you know what I'm saying? Even the colleges too, basketball, football, baseball. You get a little bit of all of that.
Oh yeah, and guess what? 2026 is gonna be a great year because guess what? I get to finally cover the World Cup this year. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna get some of that, y'all.
Covering the World Cup, and I'm doing my best Mad Mike impression. I got a second channel on the way. Yeah,
but
things like that happen.
Yeah, but like I said, the thing about it is that we see people in here that saying y'all get disrespected because y'all 98% right.
Oh, we know that. Oh, we know that.
You know that for sure.
Folks with y'all, this is why I subbed and joined and made sure that stars by my name. NBL. And Lakitu said y'all speak y'all minds and they don't like it. Now, when I talk about quote unquote public perceptions, let's talk about one of the main things that is associated with us, and I know we've done heard this shit all year. You know what I'm about to talk about, right, Mike?
Yes, I do. Yes, sir.
What is it? Y'all ain't about that life narrative.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
Well.
The motherfuckers that wear skirts.
All right. So let me see. So y'all ready for episode of K Styles the 6-man breakdown. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for an episode of that?
Yep.
So this is a nice way of saying the Summer Jam screen, but we're gonna say the
Yeah.
6-man breakdown. Where
Yeah.
we're gonna take something that was said and we're gonna break down. Now, this is for an example. This is an example here. Let's start with this one. Hold on. Let me see. Did I put it in here? All right. Let's start with this. I don't think y'all can really see it. Damn it. Can y'all see that? Cause
I can see it.
I can see a little bit.
all right. Go ahead and read that for me, if you don't mind.
The Brother Divine with the beard says, men disrespecting other men on the internet about a football disagreement is really lame. Like I always said, keep that same energy when I see you in person and you proceed to come to training camp and hide until you get back on the highway back to Tennessee.
Now, this is okay. So, well, what did you say about that? Men who disrespect men on football takes is lame. Am I correct? Is that what was said on there?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, just for
No. So, but like I said, never elaborated on what was the disrespect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let me add now let me ask you this. Isn't this the same guy who is constantly online shit talking everybody in this group for the past 3.5 years?
Yep.
Is this the same guy?
Of course.
So let me ask the question. Is you calling yourself lame by doing that? Is that what that sound like?
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I'd have blew that shit up. Hold on. God damn. But one of the major perceptions is, well, hold on. Let's get to that. But did he have multiple opportunities to tell us that was lame?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Did
This is about Lamar Jackson, just in case y'all want to know.
It was about a Lamar Jackson conversation, y'all. Oh, you know what? I got one better for you. Hold on.
But the question is, did he have that? Did he have opportunities to tell everybody that face to face?
Face to face. Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting to me because he ain't the only person that did this.
Oh! Just give me a second. Give me a second.
Lord,
I can prove it.
you can prove it. Oh Lord, go ahead. You go ahead and prove it.
Give me a minute because I'm uploading it. I can prove it.
But like I said, the thing about it is, it's really the main people. Well, when we're talking about this quote unquote tough guy or you same energy shit, it's very interesting that the only recollections, and like I said, he's not the only one. It's 3 other guys that said the same thing.
Yeah.
That used in an event that we were hosting, being cordial to everybody as a basis to tell everybody that we punks. But instead of actually addressing what your issues was at the spot, you offer Hennessy. You taking pictures. You sitting over here drinking with the whole crew. In which most of our money went to those events.
Yes. Yes.
So my understanding is, how could it be on some punky shit where you had where you're telling people that we don't have the same energy, but you went to the same event and didn't tell nobody you had a problem?
Not a single time. Not a single solitary time.
Which is interesting to me because what it sounds very deflection. It sounds like a very deflection style to me. Don't that how do you perceive that, Jaden? How do you perceive that?
Well, basically, Cal, no, me, of course, being a new guy at this group.
Oh,
The fact that this clown is saying all this, bro, you was at the camp, dog. You had plenty of opportunity to get everything off your chest. And what did you do? What did you do, Cal?
He went crying on the internet.
Like, on the internet like a
He
cow.
went crying on the internet.
And me, no, I wasn't there. Trust me, I know. Because, bro, if you know me, if I'm a man, a real man, if he had an issue, Cal, wouldn't he address you face to face?
Yep.
Not run behind the keyboard.
Yep.
Right. So this is how I know. This is how I know dudes like him ain't built like that. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous.
Oh shit, excuse me. But like I said, what it come down to.
Mm-hmm. Damn, what the hell just happened?
I don't know. No, so pretty much what it comes down to is what we always say. The biggest issue that a lot of people have is the fact that our takes don't make them feel good.
Exactly.
Or anybody else. And
said he backstage, Cal.
he backstage. Oh Lord. Oh, he back there again. Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm a
young lady, you all right in there?
We good. What's going on?
We good, Auntie. How you doing?
She was actually talking to her goddaughter, but yeah, she
How y'all doing tonight?
We good.
Oh, we good. What about you?
I'm here, baby. I'm here.
That's
That's good. That's good. That's why Sam was back there laughing and shit. Like, oh yeah, she good.
But yeah, hey, Mr. White.
Yes.
I got a question for you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a real man, right, and we have a problem, somebody had a problem with you, wouldn't they address the situation face to face?
In my mystical voice, come see about me.
Thank you. Not running behind the keyboard.
Yeah. All right. So I want to ask people
You got something to say?
a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does this look like did this look like somebody that wanted to have a problem?
No.
You see, that's Big Ant behind him. That's Auntie Pam. Mr. Shit and Dirty look like he having a good old time, doesn't he?
Sure does.
Oh, we got all them.
Mm-hmm.
He having a blast, boy.
You see that? This guy, this guy is a part of a crew of people that are going around and say we didn't have that same energy. It's these same people. This is our event that we hosted, that we paid for him to come and drink, and we set up to have him come and have a good old time. Here is a little better divine with a beard.
Yeah, I see him.
You see him? Do he look like he got a problem?
No.
Does he look like he having a problem?
Well,
Does Loretta look like she having a problem? So these guys look like they're having a good old day. Just a good old boys. They look like they're having a good time, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the biggest question I have to ask to that is if they had a problem with us, why would they show up to an event that we gonna be at?
Well, they have a problem with us. So
I wouldn't
if you're doing this, like I said, this is just a couple of them. The ones y'all already know, the other ones that got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that person said they love us and all that, but we're gonna leave that one alone.
When you make personal appearances such as that, and that Loretta Devine with beard should actually be an NFL star. As a Pro Bowl lineman, offensive lineman in the league. Because over a Lamar Jackson take, and he got sensitive and felt disrespected, and went on a female blockade.
Knocking his foot out, what he saying?
I'm just saying. I've only known women to get mad with you and block you on.
Wait, tell them, look at that.
You know what I'm saying? They go on kind of. They want me to show y'all her pie.
Oh, he ain't gonna be worth the damn after this shit go off.
Yeah, I want some now, goddamn.
Come on, you get some.
But dude,
I got enough to share.
Dude went off talking about over the course of a week. I'm talking about it was blocking them. I'm blocking, and I'm blocking it. I'm like, he was acting like a disgruntled girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So basically, what you're saying is that all these problems we have is coming from a bunch of Lamar Jackson fans.
Yes. I being the public enemy #1 of that community.
Oh yeah.
All of this came about over a Lamar Jackson conversation, in which he was told he was a dumbass.
Yeah.
Which led him to make said statement that Kev put up there, about men disrespect. Hey, bro, if your sensitive ass can't take some ribbon, some joning, you know what I'm saying, the little shit talking, you in the wrong arena.
Mm-hmm.
You in the wrong arena. You and your little shitty boy ran over there in witness protection program.
Now remember, this all shit started literally during the Lamar Jackson trade rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started then, and it got relatively warm during the off season, this past off season, because we were actually it Mike's fault, bringing up stats and showing that he was in the bottom 5 of the league in passing attempts, and I just followed it up with highlighting his playoff record.
Because it was influenced by K Styles. I just want to throw that in. I'm like Nino Brown. I'm not going down by myself. So K Styles.
Shit, bro. I'm the man. Want to put that damn fat out.
Yeah,
I ain't running from that shit.
It was influenced by Mr. Styles, sir.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't influenced by Mr. Styles. It was brought to attention by Mr. Styles. There's a difference.
Styles. Okay.
Because the verbiage that was used.
Yes.
If you're gonna call him an elite quarterback. He's going to be judged by elite standards. And it went downhill for said parties involved
Boy,
because they could not handle the barrage of facts and stats and the truth of the fact that Lamar Jackson is a scrub in the playoffs.
Yeah. And this all started over that.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
ain't this the same dude that told you to leave him alone?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So let's get this straight. Let's go
Mhm.
all the way back to the very beginning.
Mhm.
So this because this technically didn't just start with Lamar Jackson.
Oh,
This goes all the way back to when we first started.
Mm-hmm.
It was about
2020.
2020, right. And this ain't just him, but this is where a lot of the talking points and this is where a lot of the vitriol for us started coming. You want to know why that was?
I love this one. I love this one.
why is that?
Because they called us Ryan, because we were quote unquote Ryanites,
We
aka
were cracker lovers. All right.
we didn't hate Matt Ryan. That's where all this shit really started. That's how the original nigga started the whole. Remember
It actually started on Facebook.
No, my listen what I'm saying. The original nigga that left AFM that put all the bullshit out there used the anti-Matt Ryan shit to build his shit up.
To build it up, yes. Indeed. That's exactly what happened. The original culprit behind this said issue.
Because remember around that because if I remember correctly around that time too, that was right around that time where Don had those that was right around the time where Don had those issues where people were putting PDF file allegations on him.
Yeah.
With no evidence at all.
None whatsoever. Everybody was doing it. Everybody put he actually had to go to court to have a lot of that stuff dispelled, and he actually won.
Did do any one of y'all remember that this is do anybody remember that whole saga? Because I don't think y'all know about that saga.
Yeah.
It's a whole it's quite
That
a few people
whole
there. Mm-hmm.
that whole first year and a half that we was doing this. Yeah.
That was when I first came in the door.
Yeah. Summer Hill's finest. Yeah, your boy Don.
Don of the heavy hitters. Yep,
Don of the heavy hitters. No, yeah, we was called racist too.
Yep.
But he had some fake PDF file allegation charges that was circulating through the whole space, and everybody was kind of on board with. Now, when it comes to stuff like that, that's a very serious accusation. So people are going to take it serious. But the thing about it is, if there's no evidence, why would you do that? And it's very interesting around that same time, Mike, is right around when your channel got took down.
Yes, it was.
It got took down, and when my channel got flagged. All that happened in the same year.
Yep. In the same year.
And don't forget. Let me ask everybody that watch this channel. That watch channel. Does anybody remember the Feline Sports Podcast?
Yep.
Do you remember the Feline Sports Podcast?
Mm-hmm.
You want to know? You want to know what happened to it?
What happened to it, yeah?
We had an interior mold that was used to destroy it from within.
Wow.
Yep. That was a mole.
It was a mold that was within long before that. that was used to destroy that podcast. Yeah, BP said, yeah, that was Don's show.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to fight that shit for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it's just very funny that all this shit started around there.
Wow.
So I want you to ask yourself this question. Ask everybody that's in this space, do they remember that situation? Because trust me, that ain't nothing to play about. And it's like I said, it's very interesting that a lot of people, and that's right around when a lot of people turned on Mike because he
I
didn't
wouldn't
believe.
leave my brother alone to fight that battle by himself.
Yeah. That's the real reason why Mike got turned by everybody in the space turned on Mike. Because he stood by Don.
No, that's some shit I ain't know nothing about there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they falsified a lot of. They falsified pictures. They had fake pictures of he hurt my leg and all this type of shit. That would turn out to be fake evidence. It was not held up.
Mm-hmm.
They had documents say he stole this and he did this and he was this. All of it was put out by a major Falcons publication that will not be named because I don't want to give them that satisfaction of knowing that we know who did it. They put out they had a certain person on that was a part of that's no longer there, but that person was a part of it, and she had a whole tweet, and a lot of these Falcon people just they went on and passed a bunch of lies.
Mm-hmm.
They passed a bunch of lies about Dunn to this person and that person. It was a like I said, it was a huge matter.
It was a huge quote unquote scandal in the Falcon space at that time.
Mm-hmm. And all of that was proven. And like I said, we still got the evidence. Don't get it twisted. We still got that evidence.
Mm-hmm.
But this is why these people, while they don't really like us, is because they know that we know the truth. That's why they don't want to have a conversation about it. Y'all probably have no clue about any of this because they don't want to talk about it. And the fact that we doing the shoot your shit, better known as the STS, that's why they despise us, because we won't shut up. So we are the physical representation of the lies and the schemes that they told.
And like you said, the fact that we were supposed to have been dead, but we still alive, is what pisses them off the most. We supposed to be dead and gone. It's been like I said, that's why, that's why every offseason we always open it up with we call it the off-season game show. Who's going to cancel us this time?
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of that, right when the season starts, we're gonna do a vote. We're gonna let y'all vote to see who's gonna be the next guys in the space that's gonna try to cancel us this offseason. So we want we want to get y'all input who y'all think gonna try to get us canceled this year. Go ahead, Sam. Sam been pretty quiet over there.
I mean, well, honestly, I think it's going to be the same sports team dummy other year. They tried and failed this time. I'm just saying, because we got some pain freaks walking around him. You know what I'm saying? We got some identity confused individuals walking around him. We have some creative deficient folk walking around him that still ain't got it right.
Ain't got it right, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna take a page out of Man Mike.
Sorry, Sam, but they tried to counsel me and Sam because we said we didn't believe Calvin really was really depressed. Ultimately, we end up was right about it.
Oh my God!
And nobody apologized. They tried to counsel us so many times for the thing that we said that ultimately was end up right about. Calvin really went no damn depressed. He knew his ass was about to get suspended.
That Calvin Ridley rant was my claim to fame introduction to the world. The first epic rant by OGB Sam.
So that
Sam was the first one to call that bullshit.
Sam was the first one in minute. I had to put it took I always have. This is how I am. I see it, I keep it to myself until I see more evidence. Once I see more evidence, that's when I say, all right. But Sam called that shit. Sam saw it and he called it from day one. And everybody in the damn space tried to get at Sam.
Oh yeah. I remember I had to cut some
shout out to Mark. Shout out to Mark Channing too. Shout out to him, man.
Hey, look. I remember that shit because I had to cut some motherfucker out in the damn space.
Yep.
I remember that shit.
What's up, young? What's up, buddy? Hey, man. You look like you said that with a frown on your face, buddy.
Oh.
Push it out.
He's like,
So let's look at this right. You got the Matt Ryan thing, and I know that. I know that because
it was because I was me and Sam was public enemy number one.
I damn sure was.
And the Bird game. I kicked them out of our group. We got the Atlanta Falcons Nation Facebook group. It's one of the biggest Falcons spaces on Facebook, and I kicked them out. So they formed the Bird gang out of us kicking they bitch asses out of Atlanta Falcons Nation. Bird Gang got kicked out of two groups. They got kicked out of AFN and they got kicked out of Dirty Bird Nation, which my cousin, shout out Laquita Story, my blood, all right?
Yep.
She was a member of Dirty Bird Nation and they kicked them out too. So we kicked them out, so we are responsible for that. We are responsible for that. So they have been trying to get us back for years, people, for years. Yep. All because we supported a white boy.
So basically, what you say that all the cancellation we've been getting is because it's all Matt Ryan's fault. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, even a certain conversation with a certain person, K-Style, we're not going to talk about it because we gave our word that we won't talk about it. But this particular person, that issue was it started because of a disagreement with said quarterback, Matt Ryan. It was a Matt Ryan conversation on a post-game show, which a lot of originals from the very first from us saying we had Atlanta Falcons Nation, we still got that, but like Atlanta Falcons Nation, 6-man K-Styles in Montana, and we had a post-game show, and we got into a disagreement about who fault it was. So it has always been Matt Ryan when it comes down to it, because they feel like we should not defend Matt Ryan the way we defend Matt Ryan. And it's not even really about. It's just understanding greatness. It's about understanding football.
Yep.
But that's the reason why a lot of people we stand on a certain side. I don't know why people still think we hate Michael Vick guts, but it is what it is. But the thing is, that's why things are the way it is, because we perceive as we was literally called
The
what's
Matt
that word?
Ryan Lovers Club. That's what it was.
It's a word. It was another word they used. What was it? It wasn't Ryanite. It was something big.
The Ryanite name was invented because of us.
Yes, the Ryanite was because of us. They call us Ryanites because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, they gave us a lot of disrespect because of just the respect of a legend in Matt Ryan. That's why.
But I always used to ask the question: why either or? Why did it really have to be either or? Why couldn't it be both?
That's where I say to be. That's where I've always stood. I've always stood. I love my first game. I tell people all the time, my first football game that I went to was seeing Mike Vick play against Minnesota. We didn't have money like that to go to games, so that was my first. That was my first time going to a game like that. Besides, I've been to high school games, but I didn't go to NFL games like that.
The raw, uncut truth of why this city is divided, because a lot of these people in this city, in this state, thought we drafted Matt Ryan to hold the quarterback to position until Michael got out of jail, and it didn't go that way. That is the absolute truth as to why this town, this city hates Matt Ryan. You got a lot of these people that honestly, truly believe Matt Ryan stole Michael Vick's job. that is the uncut truth of this city divided.
So the city is divided because Matt Ryan was supposed to got cut.
Your facts.
2 years. He was supposed to got cut in 2010.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For Mike Vick to come back.
Mm-hmm. And when that didn't happen, if you notice, that's when the city really when that didn't happen, and then that loss to Green Bay in 2010, the damn city turned on Matt. Straight up viciously turned on Matt.
Yes.
That is the absolute fact. In the sports realm and community of this city, that is the absolute reason why this city is divided. That's the absolute truth as to why they hate Matt Ryan. Because he didn't get cut and Michael Vick didn't get his job back here in Atlanta.
Yes.
And that's why there's going to be forever a civil war, simply because that didn't happen. 99.9% of Black Atlanta, it really has a disdain for Arthur Blank because he didn't give Mike his job back, and they feel like Matt Ryan stole his job.
Yeah, because I do remember that's right around when the public perception that Arthur Blank was a racist started coming around as where Mike got the job back.
Yep. I ain't know all that now.
But yeah, you too young for this, but yeah.
No, I think you were still in 11, 12 grades or something like that when this was going on.
In middle school.
He was in middle school. But
what year was this?
17, 16, somewhere in there.
Well, the Arthur Blank is a racist trope been around since 2011.
Yeah.
2010, 2011.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
So yeah. A lot of that was a wow. This has been about 10, 15 years of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was in elementary school when this shit happened.
So all of the stuff that's kind of going on right now, and I know one of our friends, Mike, she asked about the karma term that we used on the Convo Thursday. Like I
Okay.
said, until we get the energy right in this city, especially around the Falcons, it ain't nothing gonna get better. It really ain't.
Yeah.
But like Sam said, bro, that's what the war in this whole Falcon shit been for damn near 20 years. Mike Vick versus Matt Ryan. This is
That's
what I
literally
feel
what
like.
it is. It's our version of the Civil War. That's what it is. It's a Civil War.
You're
It's the North versus the South.
and if you don't believe me, go look at the content yourself. If you like Matt, like you said, you ain't even gotta hate Mike Vick. Everybody love Mike Vick.
I mean, look at these fuck ass players. I'm gonna just be real. There's a lot of fuck ass Falcon players that's been saying some fuck ass shit about them too. I wish I could interview them because I like all of a sudden y'all say Matt Ryan is the greatest quarterback you've ever seen and played with, and then y'all go and disrespect Michael Penix the way y'all been disrespecting him and say, well, Michael Penix need to run more in the pocket.
I see. Now I was about to go into some Falcon shit. So that's cool, but that's what this show is about.
I'm just
No, that's what I'm telling the people watching. I'm telling people watching. I said this is not a predominantly Falcon show, but Falcons could come into it.
It could come into it. And we just point out the hypocrisy with it. So it's not Falcons related, but we're just using Falcons like it says as examples. It can be used in it. But we point out the hypocrisy in this shit. Like y'all use that as a way to, like, come on, man. That's the crazy shit. That's the crazy stuff about it. Go ahead.
No, I'm about to say the problem is at the rate that we going right now, we will end up like the Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm.
At the rate that we're going at right now.
And I'm gonna be fine with it. Why? Because I already been down this road, been around the world, and I've already been there.
You would think Matt Ryan went 0-16 as a starting quarterback 6 times out of the 13 years he was here. The way people in this city hate that man.
Mm-hmm.
You would think he had some type of scandal. The way they went after that man kids, the way they went after that man wife. They tried to say that Sarah Ryan was Arthur Blank's daughter, and that's the only reason Matt Ryan got the starting job. It's just, I mean, the unequivocal hate for a guy that didn't do anything but give it his all. The man only missed 3 games as starting quarterback of this team. Okay, and went to 2 NFC Championship games and you could not have closed the dome on a better run than what Matt Ryan did. And yet these people act like this man, they act like he had a 9, 4, and 12 or 3 and 13 seasons as a starter for this team. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the man only spent $40 million getting 2 hospitals built and a couple of YMCAs refurbished in this city. You know what I'm saying? That NATO unit that Emory got, Matt Ryan wrote the check.
And I can personally attest, working at hospitals, man. It's like hospitals really need every dime of that money too, and that goes straight to those kids. I worked at children. And I'm telling you, man, it's like that money goes straight to the kids. So this is a shameless plug, but like if y'all want to donate to a hospital. If y'all want to do anything good, donate to the hospital. I guarantee it's gonna get to those kids.
The upgrades to all the boys and girls clubs and YMCA's and the Emory, you know what I'm saying? Matt wrote the check on both those situations.
Yep. Guys like Michael Penix are the reasons, like they went through those Mike Vick camps and Matt Ryan camps. Like they are graduates from those types of camps. They attended those types of camps. And we hating this man.
But the thing about it now is what the reality of what people are looking at now is quarterback don't grow on trees, and a lot of times, in order to find the guy that's right for you, you're going to have to go through some struggles. And right now,
ooh boy,
at this rate right now, after Matt Ryan, we're probably looking for quarterback number 7 or 8 since 2022.
That's bad.
Think about
bro.
that for a second. 8, you possibly looking for a possible 8th quarterback, 7th or 8th quarterback in the last 4 seasons.
I realized how bad the mindset was of this fan base the year Matt got traded, and you motherfuckers was out here campaigning for the Predator to be brought to Atlanta.
That's the remember, Sam, that's the one they really don't want to talk about.
Right.
They don't want to talk about that.
Y'all, you so black-minded. Y'all were willing to dismiss the 26 sexual assault allegations against one Deshaun Watson to get a black quarterback him. I mean, that was another epic rant of mine. What if that was your mama? What if one of them women was your sister or cousin or friend? Y'all, the majority of this fan base was willing to look past all them allegations to bring him here.
Like I said, when it came to that case, I wanted to see what the evidence was. Like me personally, I wasn't about trading for nobody anyway. I wasn't in the mood for trading for nobody anyway. Even at that case, even if he didn't handle that allegation, I wouldn't have traded for him.
They did not care. They did not care if he had those.
They didn't. They didn't think about something. You think about something. Look at what happened to Cleveland when they signed him.
Well, Cleveland
for 3 years, that there were protesters at the gate for every game. Women's leagues, women's organization protesters for 3 straight years. Y'all really wanted that him? Y'all really wanted that him?
Shout out to Dre. He talking about they already posted pictures with Shador in a Falcons jersey.
Yeah, they are.
I'm like, at this point, we really don't know what the whole situation is gonna be. We don't even know what route they're gonna take. Like I said, if that's the case, if it's not the case, like I said, at this point in time, it really shouldn't matter who. Well, in a way, it kind of does. Let me take that back. Thing is, you gotta see. First of all, we gotta figure out if the damn GM gonna still have the same GM coach and coaches on this team. Because you could put a Shador, you could hope for Shador Sanders, you could hope for. It's gonna be depending on if they get a new GM or a new coach. Because hell, if they get a new one of those, hell, the next quarterback you might see coming, this bitch may be Aiden O'Connell. That might be somebody they want. And then what we gonna do? Sit here and cry racism again? Yeah, I see the tech game about to come on. Like I said, we about to get off here in a few minutes anyway.
We got that halftime show coming up too.
Right. And but I said, shout out to Georgia. Like you said, Georgia took care of their business in the first half, so like whatever in the second half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you playing it? Hey, look, you playing against a cupcake like that here? That's the best time. That's the best time to get your second and third and fourth strings some playing time to get them used to it.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
So hey, y'all did, like I said, y'all did what y'all was supposed to do. So said the Hawks coming on too. Damn. Ski talk about the we should have still got Lamar Jackson crowd. Nigga, please.
I don't hear them niggas on ESPN talking about he the greatest quarterback to ever live. And they ain't talking that no more either. I wonder why.
See the one thing about that talking point about that Lamar Jackson thing, and this is why I was against it, because the simple fact that you made that trade. 1/3 of your team ain't even gonna be here. And that's 1/3 of the people that y'all like ain't gonna be here. Because you will have no Bijan Robinson here because you wouldn't have the first round pick for it. You will probably have to trade Drake London because you probably may not have no money down the line with it. And 2/3 of the defense wouldn't even been here. So
Right.
like I said, it was a gamble not to get him, but it was a gamble that actually was the right thing to do to build the team. Unfortunately, right now, where we at right now, it got shot to hell. And we know why it got shot to hell. Yeah, no Jesse, no Caden. Like you said, no defensive line. Like you said, you may not even have Chris Lindstrom at this time of the year because hell, he was up for a contract. And you wouldn't have had no money because you had to pay $50-something million. And guess what? We never seen Lamar Jackson play with a bad ass defense. Well, the defense right now is ranked pretty bad right now. But at that time and period, you never seen that.
But
And the thing is, we wouldn't even have half the horses they got on Baltimore's defense. So it would have been ugly. That would have been an ugly situation. Yeah, it'd have made the city a lot of money. So he'd have got that boy. That boy would have got killed.
Because you think about the asking price. Let's talk about that. They wanted 3 number ones and a couple of 2s for Lamar. Not to mention on top of having to sign him to a long-term extension of 45 or 50 million a year.
Yeah.
We that's all we would have had was him. No, and knowing what you know now about Lamar Jackson, come on, his playoff record would be a lot worse than what it is,
Right?
Or the lack thereof.
Because you're going to be bringing him to a team that has no identity, coming from a team that has an identity. We got Falcons' problem is they have to find their identity. They got to find who the fuck they are. What are we? Because like I said, right now we have a coaching staff, all the coaches who's trying to undo the previous coaching staff foundation. But we're gonna get up on out of here. We're gonna get up on out of here, y'all. Like I said, man, STS. As we already know, when this STS has come down here, we already know it's gonna be another rebuttal show from somebody. We're gonna tell y'all that we ain't shit and that we need to be hung off of trees or something. So you know that's gonna be coming pretty soon. So whatever. So and it's gonna be the usual suspect. So now, like I said, at the end of the day, man, hey y'all, we got one more day to the Falcons play 425 against the Saints. We'll see you at the halftime show of the Tech Pick game hosted by OG Sam, Mr. White.
So that game is not. That's a 4:30 game tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Okay. So like I said, man, my ending words on this show is, hey, we always say our shows ain't for everybody. You have every right to swipe right, click off, whatever. You do whatever you got to do. But my thing is, if you can't stand the presence of us, there's no reason you need to keep watching us. Because I don't watch shit that I don't watch people's channels that I don't like.
Not a damn time.
That's a waste of damn time.
You could tell a lot of these supposed to be dudes ain't never been in a barbershop or a pool hall or a front porch at the family barbecue in any roasting sessions and shit talking sessions about according to sports. You can tell.
But
Cause shit get real disrespectful in shit talking sessions. And to you to be a one grown man being disrespectful to another grown man, you ain't no grown man. You a bitch.
We know Andrew. Andrew always been one of them.
Yeah. So if he say anything else, if he says anything else, trust me. I got the whole conversation me and him had before he blocked me before I even got a chance to respond. So yeah. We got that whole conversation right then and there.
I was the last one because I went at it. But this is what you doing about Lamar Jackson? You blocking folks? Oh, I thought I blocked you too.
Because I think I was the first one to ask him about, because he was sitting over there talking that gangster shit with Ryan ass. He was talking that gangster shit with Ryan, like he said he he said he wanted to smack the shit out of all of us when he sees us, type stuff. So I just asked him, okay, so what's up with that?
But yet you get down here to training camp and hide on the hill, and you don't do anything in social media wise until you got your head back on the highway.
Mm-hmm. So like I said, once I blow this up the right way, I'll actually put that whole conversation up on here so you can see for yourself. Because because these whole talking points that was used in this conversation is pretty much the generic ass talking points on why people don't like us. So like I said, I'm gonna get that ready for the next time. So until next time, people, we ain't here to play.
No.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah, nigga.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you gotta put a skirt on.
Yeah, wow. yeah. I'm gonna have all that ready next time. And like I said, we're gonna break down the whole conversation. This is the conversation that I got blocked from replying to. So yeah, we're gonna do that. All right,
Yeah.
we out.
Deuces.